A lot of women do things for men or just in relationships strictly out of people pleasing sometimes. Women are just used to just rolling with it. A lot of women are in relationships with a man and the man is not in a relationship with her.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of It's Giving. I am your host, Sarah Fontenot, and today I am joined. Look, I already know this conversation is about to be spicy, okay? You have seen him all over the nation. He is on tour. He is ruffling feathers. Some people call him kind of like Kevin Samuels, but he's not. I think he's just passionate about the way that he feels. I am joined by none other than, I call him Aaron, but folks call him Mr. Let Go. He's like, let go of the trauma. Can we please give it up for Mr. Let Go? Oh my God.
What's going on?
What's up? How you feel?
I'm good.
I'm so happy you're here.
I'm happy to be here.
Yeah.
You're my homie. So once you hit me up, I was like, let's do it.
Yes. Okay, so I have to ask you, if this chapter of your life were called It's Giving blank, fill in the blank, what would this chapter of your life be called? And you have to say, it's giving.
That's a pretty good question.
Thank you.
I would say it's giving controversy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Break that down. You are controversial.
Yeah.
You ruffle some feathers out here.
Yeah, like as an example, one of my latest posts on Instagram, like I look at the comment section every now and then, right?
Yeah.
And I'm really talking about trauma, about like women being people pleasers and how being a people pleaser due to how your mom raised you, trickling down to your dating life. And a lot of women do things for men or just in relationships strictly out of people pleasing sometimes. And
you mean even inside of the relationship?
Yeah, even when
getting into it.
Taking the condom off, little stuff like that. She don't want to take the condom off. She don't want him to take the condom off. But guess what? She's programmed or she's been people pleasing all her life. So all she knows is how to people please.
Yeah.
So he takes the condom off and guess what? She don't say nothing. Because she's used to not saying nothing when she's young. And there's certain things that happen when some of them were young.
Yeah.
They didn't say nothing. And then when they went to their mother to say, hey, something happened, guess what mom said? Don't say nothing. So when it comes to what I talk about, it's so deep.
Yeah.
Women are like, oh my God, he don't know what he's talking about. What is his credentials? He's crazy. But am I?
Ooh, even when you just said that, I'm like, what? Because I was raised to say everything. And not in a disrespectful way, but to challenge authority. My parents have really stressed inside of me critical thinking.
Yeah.
Even so much so where when there was that pandemic that happened in the world, I'm like, do whatever works for you. I don't care what you do, but don't tell me what to do with my body, right? Period. So I'm actually really shocked to hear that a woman that doesn't want to do something, especially when it comes to your life, because especially in Atlanta, when they're the leading in diseases and all of these things. And it's like, okay, yeah, Russian roulette, roll the dice, shoot the gun, pull the trigger. It's a no.
Yeah. So it's not just, that was just an example.
I know that's an example, but that's a very real example.
Yeah. So women are just used to just rolling with it. A lot of women are in relationships with a man and the man is not in a relationship with her. Ooh. And all together, she's okay with it.
Where do you think that comes from?
People pleasing.
But like, where do you think that, like, what is the root? Like, we can I see what it is, but like, what causes for a person to be that way?
I can give you an example just because I've been coaching women for like 6 years now, right? So I've heard a crazy amount of stories. Yeah. So just an example of people pleasing or being taught to be a people pleaser. You ever heard of, and this is males and females, You ever heard of, is some type of gathering where all the family members are around each other?
A reunion?
Yeah, anything. It could be anything. Thanksgiving or whatever.
Yeah.
And here comes mom. Hey, go give him a hug. Go give her a hug. Go give all these people a hug. And you don't even know these people. You're a kid, right? And your mother is literally telling you to go love people that you don't really know or care about, and you don't see them long enough to love them, right? So to a certain degree, a lot of young people were pushed to do little small things. It could be dancing in front of mom's friends. Hey, do the little thing you do. You know, mom's friend is around here or whatever, and they do the little thing you do. And the kid is like, all right, so it's a lot of little things that it's usually the mom that has the child run around dancing or performing either for her or for other people or whatever. Because in all honesty, the child is actually a direct reflection of the parent. So the parent wants the child to be perfect because the image of the woman is a little bit different than the image of the parent. So she needs to make sure she's a good mother, right? So she needs to make sure that her daughter is a good daughter so she can look like a good mother. So a lot of this is image based when it comes to the people pleasing. You can't say anything when your mother is literally putting you in a position where you got to make her look good.
Yeah.
And if you don't make her look good, you're in trouble. And sometimes young women don't even know why they're in trouble. Yeah. Because mom isn't happy because of whatever happened. Hair. The reason why a lot of women, wear wigs and stuff.
I do. Shout out to the virgin hair fantasy. I am in a protect my hair time right now, so I just have to interject this.
I got it.
Y'all might have seen me with some caramel. You might have saw me with some blonde, but it ain't mine. It's mine because I paid for it, but it ain't mine. And if you want to protect your hair, the virgin hair fantasy, use Ms. Sarah Fontenot for a 20% discount code. I will connect it below. Back to you. Wigs.
I love that. Yes. Great plug.
Yes.
But sometimes a woman was conditioned to not like her hair.
Yeah.
As a child.
Yes.
So, when mom is just combing your hair, I can't stand your damn hair.
Oh.
I got to do something about this crap, Yeah. Calling your hair crap, calling your hair this. Next thing you know, she's so frustrated with this thing that is on top of your head. Next thing you know, you don't like your hair either.
Yeah.
And you're just like, I wish my hair was this. So I wish my hair was easier to manage.
Yeah.
And then that stays with you. So now you're an adult.
Yeah.
You can't imagine going outside with, just with your natural hair because to a certain degree, so many other women most likely dealt with the same thing. So they can't walk outside with their natural hair either. And it gets to the point, and this is how deep it gets when it comes to just the people pleasing. It turns into something like a cult where other women need the image to be up for her because she literally is, as a child, she was doing it all for her mom. Now she grows up, she has the same image of her mom. So she has to wear her hair the way her mom wanted to wear her hair, and she's an adult. And then she needs other women to do the same thing. So she turns into her mother to other women. Let a woman walk around with her hair natural or whatever. Other women will literally dog her and make her feel like crap because she's wearing her natural hair, just like her mom did.
But I feel like you're talking to a certain woman because natural hair is beautiful. And I also feel like inside of I think of growing up, my mom used to do my hair and I'm so tenderheaded. The level of tenderheadedness that I have always been is crazy. I used to be screaming no, mommy, no, mommy, no, mommy, no, when she was pressing me at the oven, right? At the stove, pressing my hair out or putting braids in my hair or styling my hair. My issue wasn't so much how my mom dealt with my hair. It's because I was the only black girl in every grade and my hair was different. And so growing up, it was a matter of learning, you know, our hair is our crown. It was learning that our hair is just different. You know, one of my good friends, we've had him on the show, Stevie Baggs, he says our hair grows up because it's closer to God. You know what I mean? Like it just is what it is. It's a protection mechanism to make sure our scalp doesn't get burned if we're in the sun for a long period of time or whatever it may be. And I love my natural hair. Don't get me wrong. I'm literally just taking a break with the virgin hair fantasy, but I do love my natural hair. But I will say when it's not your parents, it's society, or it's that wanting to be, fit in, or it's the wanting to feel like you belong, or it's the wanting to blend in I know we're all meant to stand out, but do you really feel like most issues inside of relationships really boil down to mommy and daddy issues?
Most of our issues usually come from how we were raised as children.
Yeah.
What we've seen as children, how we viewed the world compared to how we viewed ourselves as children. And of course, whether it's your parents, with your mom, your dad, your sister, brothers, just all the people around you as a child, as you grew up, like, yeah, it's a birth order thing, you know, depending on, you know, whether you're the oldest child or the youngest child. All this stuff.
It's different.
Yeah, says a lot about who you actually are as an adult. Yeah. So just like you said, that it's a societal thing. Well, we have a society full of parents and a society full of traumatized adults.
Yes.
So yeah, so the image thing, that's what I'm saying. Most of it came from how our parents treated us. I'm happy to say that my mom had her issues with men, but she didn't have issues with me. Like she loved me and she literally let me do what I wanted to do overall. When it came to, like, I would literally go outside and she would have no idea where I would be or go as long as I came back home.
Dang.
So she gave me all the autonomy that any kid can ever have. Like I literally we used to ride our bikes so far out where we didn't even know how to get back. We would have to stop at places and just ask people, hey, how to get back to, Carver Homes. It was Carver Homes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so wild. I had another gentleman on the show and we were talking about how, you know, he was saying how his mother was his mom and his dad and how they didn't necessarily have the most nurturing upbringing, but they got their nurturing from God because she really impressed faith onto them. Right. Yeah. And so he said, I learned how to be an adult at a much younger age because I had to learn things. I just, you know, you have to go out for the bike ride and you don't know how to get back, but now I bet you know your town better. And I bet you know your area better. And then on the flip side, I feel like my heart is like, like, wait, nobody was checking for you, like in my heart of hearts. But I feel like that's the difference between men and women. Yeah. Men are like, you know, a father in the house will be like, go learn, figure it out. And women are like, cleave to me, like, don't leave. You could get hurt. Anything could happen. So do you feel like inside, I've seen so many of your videos. You want me to call you Aaron or Mr. Let Go?
Aaron.
Okay, good. I'm like, cause that's the official. Right. Aaron, do you feel like inside of the controversial talks that you have and put on the internet, where you're talking about single moms and you're talking about traumas and you're talking about, oh my God, all of the things that push the buttons on a lot of women. Yeah. Where do you think it's all rooted in?
It comes from my way of protecting our women.
So you think you're protecting?
Yes.
Do they think you're protecting them?
That doesn't matter. I don't care what they think.
But do they think? What's the general consensus?
It just depends on who you talk to. I have people who love me. I got people who can't stand me. So there's a huge amount of people that have different ways of thinking when it comes to me. Okay. So what's the root of it all? So the root is protection. My mother raised me to be a protector. And she didn't raise me to protect her. She raised me to protect women. And that's literally what she used to do. She's the one who literally taught me how, at a young age, I remember I was like 6 years old because we were homeless at one point, and we were living in a group home. After we were homeless, we found a temporary home, and across the street was the zoo. So we would go across the street to the zoo all the time. And my mom would take me through these small drills. It was training. And a lot of women don't train their children. They just protect their children.
Ooh.
But my mother trained me.
Yeah.
So walking down the street, 6 years old, she said, okay, a man is supposed to walk on the outside of a woman. So what outside means on the traffic side of a woman. So I was like, okay, but why, right? I was always asking why. And she said, so if a car was to veer off and, you know, come on the curb, you can push me out of the way. And I was like, okay, but what's going to happen to me? And she kneeled down to me. I'll never forget this and said,
this is a true story.
Yeah. She kneeled down to me on the way to the zoo. And she said, so would you rather something happen to you or something that happened to me? I said, okay. And that was the training. That was when she instilled in me that as a man, my life at any point can be gone in the protection of a woman.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that. She taught me that at the age of 6. She literally told me, without saying it,
yeah,
are you willing to die for me or no? I said yes.
I feel like that could go two completely separate ways. And I'm glad that you took it the way of my opportunity is to protect the women that I'm with.
Yeah.
But someone else could have took it as I'm not as important as women. And now the man becomes the people pleaser. The man becomes, you're more important than me. Your life is more important than mine. I have to protect you in a certain way. And it's so funny because the same two different people can have the same circumstance and get completely 180 stark contrasting results based on how they experience that experience. Right. So for you, it's good that you did that way because protection, provision, all of those things are important when you do have your partner, when you have people that you love and care about. However, what if you would have chose the other side of your life is more important than mine?
I'll give you a perfect understanding of that. My mother was very grammatical, right? Okay. I couldn't say the wrong whatever or whatever. I couldn't write the wrong, you know. She always explained everything to a T, right? Because I would always ask why. I asked why am I walking on the outside of you, right? And she gave me specific understandings of why it's important because my mother, like I just met my dad like 3 months ago.
Crazy.
As an adult.
Crazy.
Last time I seen my dad when I was like 16 or something like that, right? So he was around, but he just disappeared, right? My mom is used to him, right? And since they weren't around each other, I can easily tell because 3 months ago, I go see my dad. So many answers just hit me. And I was like, that's why I'm like this. That's why my mom was like this. That's why my mom put me in a position because like the way he thought, he instilled certain things into my mother. And even though he wasn't around, she instilled those things in me. So when it comes to the interpretation of what somebody is telling you, if you speak eloquently with specificity, there's no room for interpretation. So she literally told me, your job as a man, even though you're a child, is to protect women with your life. The women that you care about, not every woman, but with the woman that you care about with your life.
Do you feel like that? You don't feel like that's heavy at 6?
Well, what a lot of people may not know, I'm not a neurologist, but I do a lot of studying of the brain.
Yes, me too.
The majority of your neurons form from 0 to 6.
Yes.
So if you want a child to grow up to be a certain kind of way, this is when you tell them and teach them and train them.
Yes.
Not when they 12 and 15 and 18.
Yes.
When they 5, when they 6. So I learned a lot when I was like a child. Like when I was around my dad when we was in Philadelphia, I was like 3 or 4. a baby. He would make me and my cousin run from our house to the Liberty Bell in Philadelphia. I have no idea what a Liberty Bell is and how far what is what, because I was a child when I was there, but it was pretty far. And I'm like, I got these little legs. I'm like 4 or 5 or whatever, right? And we're running to the Liberty Bell like this was before Rocky. So we run into the Liberty Bell. I'm crying. I don't know what's going on. So as a kid, we run to the Liberty Bell. It's like, that's the Liberty Bell. And now we run back. And I'm like, why did we come here?
Right.
We didn't go to the store. We didn't buy nothing. What? Like, what are we doing?
Right.
But my dad taught me, and then he'll tell me certain things. He'll say, breathe out your nose, not your mouth. Stick your chest out. He'll say little stuff like that. And one thing he said that stuck with me, he said, men don't cry off of pain. They cry off of emotion. So if you cry off of emotion, that's okay. But don't cry off of pain. And that made so much sense.
How?
If I stub my toe, I get shot, I'm not going to cry. But if you leave me and you my girl, I will cry. And I'm okay with crying. So it's like my dad taught me when to cry, not to cry, but when is okay for a man to cry.
But why is it not okay to cry whenever you feel the need to cry? Why does it have to be?
I don't feel the need to cry if I'm in pain. Like, why am I crying? I'm just like,
because it hurts.
That's not okay, crying is emotional. Like, pain is not necessarily emotion.
Or it could be a release. Sometimes, like, even I think about, like, when I'm really frustrated or whatever it may be. My life.
Frustration is an emotion.
It's all an emotion.
Yeah, but I'm talking about physical pain and emotional pain. Remember, specificity.
Emotional pain is absolutely, you have a reason to cry when it's emotional.
Remember, specificity.
So
he literally said emotional pain is okay.
You break your leg.
That's
break
not emotional.
Your knee.
Now, if I lose my job or I lose opportunity because I break my leg, now it's emotional. But the break of the bone
You're
is
not gonna
physical.
Cry. You know nothing. You just gonna scream.
I don't take drugs if I broke my arm.
I mean, I don't either.
I broke my arm when I was in a car accident. I broke my arm in 2 places. I didn't take no drugs.
I don't use medicine.
I'm not taking that crap. Like, you ain't finna get me. So my whole thing is, like, I was just taught.
Yeah.
Not just by my dad, but by my mom, the same things that my dad taught me, even my dad wasn't around.
Okay, but wait. Okay, so let's take 14 steps back here. Because it's giving, they built you into a soldier when you were 6.
Yes.
Which it sounds heavy. Like, I always use the analogy of if I were to go to the gym for the first time in my life, right? I've never worked out a day in my life. And then all of a sudden I go to the free range squat rack, meaning I'm going to lift this weight all by myself. And I put 400 pounds onto the bar, right? And I get the 2 strongest people to help me lift the bar, because I can't even lift the bar off to even try to squat it back up. 2 things. Number 1, a lot of us feel like we are entitled to have people that have done it before help us lift the weight of what is happening. But the second thing is, as fast as that weight comes off of the rack is as fast as I'm crippling down and falling. And some things I feel like are necessary for a child to hear, but because we don't know the stories that people create based off of their own experience, like, going back, what if you would have created the story of your life is not as important as a woman's?
Well, let me answer 2 things. In your scenario, the 2 guys would have caught the weight and you would have felt protected and you would have believed in people. Yeah. Because you were like, wow, thank you. Because I could have hurt myself, but because my level of trust is there to allow myself to do this with y'all standing there, I now believe in other people. I believe in my community of people helping me and loving me and taking care of me. Yes. Because when it happens, it's either going to go one way or the other. Yes. And the fact, or in this scenario, that they catch the weight, that instills trust. Yes. Right. So going back to what the original question was, like I said, 1, specificity, and 2, it gave me purpose as a child. See, we need purpose. Why am I alive? And I'm alive in order to protect whoever's around me. And that's enough as a child. You know, I don't know what I'm going to be or be an engineer or miss let go. Yeah. I'm 6. Yeah. But they instilled purpose in me as a 6-year-old. And before as a 5-year-old or 4-year-old when I was around my dad.
So do you feel like you've seen that? Has that ever hindered you in your relationships with women?
Meaning what?
Meaning, have you ever been maybe overbearing in the way that you protect? Because there's 2 types of protection, right? There's the protection where it's like, oh, there's something coming. Be mindful of what's coming, right? That's one form of protection. And then the other protection might be in a level of possession. Right. So has that ever hindered you inside of your dating or marriage or whatever experience?
This is how beautiful life actually is.
Come on.
How did my mom treat me when I was little when I go outside and ride my bike?
Like, go do it.
So I'm the same thing with women.
What you mean?
I don't control or try to hold women to do anything because my own mother didn't control or hold me. My mom gave me full autonomy. And that is right there how life actually turns into something bigger. And it comes from your childhood. Because my mom gave me full autonomy and allowed me to just go out in the world and do whatever I want. I shot guns. I got shot at. We used to like play in a creek. Like, I got my bike stole. I got jumped on. I came home bloody. Yeah. Like, I went right back outside the next day. Yeah. Like, so many things. And my mom was like, you okay? Yeah. You want to? Yeah. Do your thing. Full autonomy. Yeah. So, with all that being said, because of my childhood, that's what we're talking about, right? Yeah. How did your childhood affect you? No. I give any woman in my life, including my kids, full autonomy. Okay. I don't care what my kids do. I told my kids as an example, hey, don't do this, don't do that. But if you do, this is what's going to happen because you're free to do it. Yeah. But I'm just letting you know what's going to happen. I literally sat down with my kids and said, look, there's drugs out there. If you go out there and start smoking crack or doing any type of drug, I'm telling you now, you're going to lose your daddy. I don't have time to be playing with you. Because I taught you not to do something and you have the ability to do whatever you want to do. And if you make the choice to choose drugs over me, I'm okay with that choice. You'll be up on a bridge somewhere stinking, smoking crack. I'll bring you a cheeseburger, you know, and some hand sanitizer. But other than that, I'll see you later. You said this is the consequence. This is a consequence. Choose it if you want to. You ain't living in my house.
Full autonomy.
Right.
To ruin your life.
Yes. Period. You have full, just like God gave us, right? Period. We have full autonomy to ruin our lives. So I'm telling you what's going to happen. If you decide to ruin your life, you're going to be out there by yourself looking stupid. You ain't living in my house. I give you a couple sandwiches, probably a couple dollars. Yeah. Some hand sanitizers because you're nasty. But other than that, I'll see you later. But that is your choice. Damn. So whether it's a woman, my kids, or friends or whatever. Yeah. I don't put it like this. The women that I coach. Yeah. I don't care if they grow or not.
You don't care?
No, because it's not my job to care. It's their job to care. Oh my God. Think about this. I'm not going to care about another person more than they care about themselves.
That's valid.
Now so why, if you don't care, hey, I'm with you. I don't care either. Like I said, my own children. You want to smoke crack? Go ahead. Do your thing.
No,
I don't care.
Crack.
Hell, I care for.
Dang.
Autonomy.
I just feel like men and women are so different. Men and women are so different because I feel like even inside of having these conversations, men are like, go do your thing. Go scrape your knees. Go figure it out. Mm-hmm. Go ride the bike until you get lost and figure out how to come back.
Figure out how to come back.
Whereas women, at least the women that I know, are very much like, well, it's funny because my sister has 2 boys. My sister Lauren has 2 sons. One is 15 and the other is 4. They started all over again. I was like, y'all just don't want no life. Huh? Yeah. You just giving it to the kids. Right. But it's so funny because her and her husband, I feel like having boys almost made her harder. Like she's like, go scrape your knee. You
Yes.
go do this, go do that. And her husband is the same way. Like, you gonna cry, son? Why? Tell me why but they ask for conversation. So I love, that's the part for me that is the most important, that inside of whatever it is, cause I'm not here to tell anybody how to parent.
Yeah.
I know what I'm going to do when I'm a parent, but at least I think I know. I don't really even know that. Yeah. But anyway, I say that to say that, allowing your child to feel emotionally safe inside of the physical decisions that they make and encouraging them to really figure out who it is that they think they are is important. The other day when I was FaceTiming my sister, I always FaceTime my nephew/godson, the 4-year-old, and he was crying. And I was like, why are you crying? And he said, because my show went off. I'm like, okay, so what do you do when your show goes off? He said, watch it again. I said, then why are you crying? He's like, because my show went off. I said, then why don't you watch it again? He said, okay, like, it's like, you just want love and attention right now, but you're emotionally safe. I'm not going to tell you to stop crying, but I am going to ask you, why are you crying? Like, what created this, Ooh, okay. So I got to ask you, would you ever date any of the women that you coach?
Never.
Never
will. No.
Do women join your coaching to date you?
I don't know, but they ain't got nothing to do with me.
Do they shoot their shot?
What do you mean?
Like, do women come into your coaching program and shoot their shot? Women are aggressive these days.
The answer is no, because I'm sitting here thinking, like, could they? But the answer is they can't.
Why not?
I have boundaries.
Folks are aggressive, okay?
I have aggressive boundaries.
What does that mean?
And it goes back to what I said again before. I don't care what the hell people are doing or thinking. Like, these are my boundaries.
Yeah.
Like, I have aggressive boundaries. And they're not aggressive boundaries, but a woman would never.
Yeah.
Like, if a woman in my coaching group wants me, likes me, or whatever, she's going to keep that shit to herself.
Really?
Because I handle everything from a professional standpoint. So all she's going to do is do what I'm doing. Right? I lead by example. So if I did sleep with somebody, then she could shoot her shot. But because I don't do that, she can't shoot her shot.
How do they know that?
What do you mean?
How do they know?
It's how I operate.
What does that mean? Like, your essence is literally like, don't try me? What if they're like, I'm trying to try you?
No.
Why no?
If you join my coaching group,
it's over.
Or if I'm coaching
what if they graduate?
Huh?
What if they graduate?
No.
It's a no forever? In perpetuity?
In perpetuity is a no, yeah. Because, look, one, you're never fully healed. So
none of us are ever fully
women
healed.
that leave my coaching group and come back.
But none of us are ever fully healed.
I have a married woman that was in my coaching group before. She was in the middle of divorce, right? She was in my coaching group. She was in my coaching group for like three years, I think. I helped her with her divorce, just emotionally, right?
Yeah.
She found a guy. She told him that I was coaching her. That was part of the reason why he was more attracted to her, because he's like, wow, that's kind of crazy. Who is this guy, right?
Yeah.
So all the videos, all the shows are, the classes are recorded, right? So they would look at classes together and he'll be like, yo, this is kind of dope. And it made him more and more attracted to her because he's like, she's really doing the work.
Yeah.
And this dude really knows what he's talking about, right? So that propelled him to want to be with her. They got married. And he literally told me, they invited me over their house on it, like I think their first year anniversary. Invited me over their house, hung out, and we stood outside in the back. And he was like, "Yo, I'm gonna tell you, man. Like, I want to always let you know that I appreciate what you do, not only for my wife because she stayed in the coaching group.
Yeah.
Because just because you married, it ain't over.
Yeah, I'm in therapy right now, and I probably will forever be.
So he was like, I want to let you know I appreciate you for what you do now, but what you did for her when I met her, because if you were not in her life, it was certain sides of her that had me like, I don't know about her. But because you was there, I knew it wasn't going to go left because I used to watch your classes with her. So I seen what y'all were talking about, and it was specifically helping what she had an issue with.
So are you single out here?
Yes, I'm single.
Single and ready to mingle, or single and chilling?
Both.
Single and mingling?
Mingling and chilling.
Singling and mingling.
Yeah.
Okay, so I love having this conversation because I keep hearing people talk about these Atlanta streets. They say it's giving, there's blood in the water and sharks are everywhere. It's giving desperate and it's giving red flags and it's giving toxicity.
Yeah.
I haven't had that experience, to be honest. However, I'm curious to know, as someone that coaches women, do you see a red flag and you're like, I'm done, I'm out, I'm through? How fast is your cutoff game?
We all have red flags. I got red flags. You got red flags.
Oh, for sure.
Everybody got red flags.
Certainly.
So no, it's not about when I see a red flag, I'm out. It's about, it's certain things that like non-negotiables, right?
Yeah.
So if it's a non-negotiable, I'm out, you know?
Yeah.
Or if there's a non-negotiable and I tell you about it and you don't do anything about it, then I'm out. So no, I believe in having conversations because like I said, my parents explain things to me in specificity where I can go to my mom for anything. My mom literally did not have a job. So every single waking moment of my life, when I woke up every morning of my life, my mom was in the living room. Hey, baby. Hey, honey, you okay? Aww. Every single morning. She was always available to me, right? So with all that being said, I always look to be available to a woman. Yeah. So if she has an issue with me, if I have an issue with her, I want to be open to talk about that instead of being like, yo, you out.
Yeah.
I don't do nobody like that.
Okay. I did a video on Instagram, not too long ago, and I was actually did a podcast with Hardly Initiated. Shout out to you guys. Second time. I need 10%. Okay. Anyway, so I say that to say that I did their podcast and, we were talking about what women want versus what men want. We were talking about how women deal with men. And one of the things that I learned from my mother, who has a very masculine husband, and I learned from my grandmother, who had a very masculine, like my grandfather was very masculine, was how to deal with the fragility of the male ego. And what that looks like is, because there are some things that a man, no matter how loving he is, evolved he is, there are some things he just doesn't want to hear from his woman, right? And so inside of those things, our biggest opportunity is to plant the seed into him. And then when the seed comes up and it celebrate him like it's his idea, like he believes that it was. That's one thing that I personally learned. Now, is it manipulation? Absolutely. But manipulation is not a bad thing. It's if it's for the good of the colony, right? It's if it's for, hey, there's a big bump in the road coming up. It's literally planting the seed of how to avoid the bump in the road or whatever it could be. And then it's like, oh man, I almost hit that bump. Oh my gosh, I saw the bump too. Like, oh, so happy we're still alive. We didn't hit the bump, whatever it would be. What is your take on dealing with successful masculine men, because that's what you are, successful masculine man that knows who you are, that knows that women can say certain things, can't say certain things, can have certain types of energy, probably should think about it, whether they want to have other types of energy. What's your take on that?
Meaning what? Like,
do you like a seed planter? Do you want a woman to tell you straight up? Do you want the direct, abrasive approach? Do you want a woman to be in her feminine? Do you want flow? What do you think the right approach is?
I got an example. On the way here, I almost got into a car accident.
Shut the front door.
It was just on the freeway. The freeway was good, and then we was running in traffic, right?
Yeah.
And I looked down at my phone and I looked up, your car makes a noise.
Yeah.
And I'm like, ooh, and I slammed on brakes.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for the I would have been in an accident.
Bars.
So when it comes to a woman, that's what a woman is for.
She's that.
Yes.
You better let her chirp.
Yes.
You better chirp away, ladies. You better plant them seeds and let them know.
And I would never quiet that.
Good.
Because that's my car. Or that is my woman saving my life. You get what I'm saying?
Wait, pause. I just got to clap it out for this one because literally so many men. Okay, so here's another question.
Because I don't need the car like stopping for me. I don't need the car going in another lane because then that would have been a boundary issue. Don't be controlling me. That's all I need.
D-D-D-D-D. You heard it here first, folks. D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D. That's all you need, okay? Plant the seeds. Don't be abrasive. Nothing. Yes, that abrasive, controlling. This is the truth, too. We don't control anything. I actually think it's laughable that people
Thank
think
you.
that we can control a person, we can control a circumstance, we can control an outcome. Nope. The only thing we can control is ourselves. And hopefully we're moving in a way where it gives us a certain outcome.
Yeah.
But nothing is guaranteed in life except for death.
Yeah. The beautiful thing about control, it doesn't really work
At all.
unless you give it away.
Oh, that was a bar.
So I don't have control. I give control away.
Yeah.
If I become a billionaire because of some, like my card game just goes crazy, whatever, right? If I go trying to just do everything myself, I'm going to lose a whole bunch of money because I can't handle it all myself.
Yeah.
So in order for me to maintain control over what's going on, I have to give it away. And, like delegate all the things to other people.
Yeah.
I can't, all these orders, if it just blows up like that, I control it now. But altogether, you got to give your control away. So women altogether, the independent woman type of person, she is so afraid to give her control away.
Yeah.
But my whole thing is you ain't afraid to give your ass away, but you won't give your control away. That's the thing that just boggles my mind. You'll get that ass away to anybody. But when it comes to control, you won't give it away to nobody. I just don't understand.
Wait, rewind. Stop.
I'm just saying.
You think women... What? Run that back.
They give ass away like Halloween candy.
Stop it.
I'm just saying.
Why do you even say that?
You know how kids trick or treat? You don't even know who at the door. You just... There you go. Chicks don't even be knowing dude's name, just giving up the ass. So, but they don't want to give up control though. Don't make no sense to me. Don't make no sense to me. But ladies, keep giving up the ass because we appreciate it.
Shut up, Aaron. Shut up. Oh my
Greatly
God.
appreciate it.
Okay, so here's a question because I do feel like for me personally, I'm the type where I would like for things. I will be with my man. Like that's it. I've never had a one night stand in my life. Not to say there's anything wrong with one night stands. Look, if that's what you do you boo and do it well. I'm not here to judge you. However, I do feel as though I don't know. I guess I kind of move like I don't want everybody to have my name in their mouth.
Right.
Like I feel like there's something special about exclusivity, which is why people will do so much for it, right? They try to get into certain rooms. They try to befriend certain people. They try to make certain amounts of money because it gives you more opportunity to what's more exclusive at the end of the day. Yeah. And so me, not even that I'm not the best looking woman on the planet. I'm cool. I'm symmetrical, but I really feel like that inner part of me, because we can't rinse you guys off like you can rinse us off. Like that's a whole soul tie that's happening here. So I feel like I just, I'm not interested in everyone being able to, oh yes, Sarah, did you know? No, my man. That'll be it. You
can kind of rinse us off. You can drop us in the toilet.
No, but you're still in there. There's still cracks and crevices. There's still things that men can get to. That women, like literally, y'all just little scrubby dubby. Y'all are good.
Yeah.
Us,
Yeah, you're right. I agree with you. But guess what? As a man, I don't want my name in every woman's mouth.
Whoa. Okay, pause. First of all, does body count matter for you for a woman?
Nah, I don't care about that.
Okay, so
okay, there's context to that.
Okay.
Do you want to hit a context?
Of course I do.
Okay, so if I meet a woman, I don't give a damn about how many dicks she sat on. I don't care. What they got to do with me?
Why you gotta say it like that?
But if I'm actually looking to date you and want to be with you, and I see you as wife material, 1,000%, I'm finna start asking around. What? I'm finna check your credit. You don't think men can check y'all whole credit?
How you gonna check credit? Who you gonna ask? Your friends?
Huh?
Your friends?
Depending on who the woman is, I know what type of men that you were dating before me. So I can just, because I know a lot of people, I can know what level of man that would know the level of man that was dating you.
So you're checking credit scores when it's real.
Yeah, if you like when it's real, right? Yeah. So it's not body count.
Yeah.
It's about like the person that was in your body, not how many people was in your body. The people that were in your body, were they bums, losers? Because you ain't finna be with me and your last man was a bum was living in your house and you had to kick him out and he didn't want to leave and now you all in my face.
Oh, okay. Well, what if he makes a lot of money, but he's just corny as hell? Maybe corny is the wrong word. Just not, just not it.
Even that, if you're dating like a cornball dude that has no boundaries.
Wait, I have
whatever.
to pause. I have to pause because look, dear future husband, I like corn. Okay. So when I say corny, I'm not talking in the sense of like you do corny, like cute little things to me. I'm talking about like how other people say corny, not how I say corny.
Not being able
I
to
like corny.
protect a
Like
woman.
no boundaries.
No
yeah,
boundaries,
like that's
like
corny too.
a
That's
yes
that
man.
kind of corny. Seeking validation, corny.
The
Doesn't
dude
know
that goes
who
to
you
the
are,
store for the
corny.
homeboy that really has the money.
Oh,
the
corny.
runner.
That's a different kind of corn is what I'm saying. That's different.
Right.
But okay, back to you.
So when it comes to
money, but corny.
It's not about money. It's about
I'm so
what
glad you
type
said
of
that.
personality are you attracted to?
Because
I'm not finna deal with a woman that is sick of that personality over there, and I'm gonna try this personality out over here and get with me.
Yeah.
Cause I'm scared the shit out of you.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm glad that you did that differentiation because I do feel like sometimes, you think of like the bum that's living in your house, you're giving him money or you're doing all of these things. And it's like, okay, that's all monetarily based. And if it's like the character switch off is right now, he's just in a down spot, but he's building his business and he's doing what he needs to do. Like, okay, cool. Like that's not necessarily a bad thing to have. However, I do think if it's the bum that's living in your house, you're paying all his bills, you're giving him money, he's doing all these things, and he's just being complacent, that's a different story.
Right.
So I just wanted to get that differentiation of, is it about the money or is it about the character?
Yeah, so I don't care about how many men have been inside of you. I want to know what type of
Why do
men
you
have
have
been
to
inside
say
of
it
you.
like that, Aaron?
What? Because I want to know who you're giving your ass out to and why.
It's giving rated R, okay? It's giving real raw transparency.
Because I want to know why, so not how many, but why, because that's the thing. Because I'm never going to know how many.
Yeah,
but I can find like 3, maybe 4 dudes.
4? That's a big number.
Yeah, maybe I can find, It's not hard. One of them is y'all baby daddy. Knock one out right there.
I cannot.
All y'all got baby daddies.
I cannot. Not all women have baby daddies, Aaron. Why do you feel that way?
Most of them. I'm joking with all y'all. Most of y'all got baby daddies.
Would you date a woman with kids?
Yeah, I mainly date women with kids. I got kids.
So you talk about a single woman, but you would date a single woman.
Well, I don't have a problem with single mothers. I have a problem with single motherhood, which is the ideology of, hey, it's okay to have a baby without being married. If it happened and you got a little 13-year-old, I ain't got no problem with that. Or you got a 9-year-old, I ain't got no problem with that.
But if they have what, you have a problem with that?
A 1-year-old and you all in my face. Like, what? Get out my face.
So nobody with young kids.
Well, no, it's nothing wrong with young kids. I'm going to know why. It's like this. If you have an ex-husband and you got a 5-year-old,
okay,
the divorce ended, right? It was a divorce. You did it. Well, if you got a baby daddy and you got a 5-year-old, I'm not going to want to be with you. So I will date you, but I want to be with you. See, let me tell you something about single mothers.
Oh my God.
Can I tell you a secret? The single mother secret?
Yes, please. Yes.
One of the reasons why I've been able to go 25 years, because my kids are around 25, 25 years without having another child is because of dating single mothers. If I date a woman who got 2 kids and the first date, I'm like, so you want more kids? No, these tubes are tied. Nowhere in this world. Ain't no baby coming out of here. I'm like, can't have no baby with her. See, these dudes run like, this single mother is da-da-da-da. Single mother saved my life. If I would have only been dating women who didn't have no kids, you know how hard that would have been not to have a baby with 25 years of smashing?
Outside. He outside, y'all.
You know what I'm saying? Man, please, no. Go sit on the toilet, do what you got to do, and let's get back to what we was doing, because your tubes are tied. I'm a man, okay? I'm a man. So
it's giving rated R, y'all. It's giving rated R. Oh God.
Chicks' tubes be tied when they got 2 kids. But these dudes like, I would never date a single mother. A single mother is beneath me. You guys are idiots. I'm just saying.
Aaron, I'm speechless. I'm not even going to lie. I'm like, where do we even go from here?
The mindset of it's okay, because I look at these young women who haven't had kids, and I'm letting them know, like, it's bummish to just be in 2023 and turn around and have a fatherless baby. Like, you ain't learned nothing. You got social media, you got YouTube.
But some women are okay having a baby by themselves.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's a problem, in my opinion. Single motherhood is a problem.
So what is the difference between being a single mother and single motherhood?
Okay, being a single mother, say you were 23, you had a baby in college or whatever. Now you're 35 or whatever, and you got a little big-headed kid, and everything's cool. Like, you learned your lesson. You ain't had no more kids since then or whatever. And you're like, all right, I'm not gonna put myself in that situation.
Yeah.
My standards are up, because a lot of people might say, how can your standards go up after you had a father's baby? Well, you learn a lesson, So the thing about it is, remember, I coach women. So I'm here to help women who want to be helped. I'm here to help women learn how to value themselves, where they can have standards.
Yeah.
Where they're like, no, I'm not going to just allow you to just put a baby in me.
Period.
You know what I mean?
Period.
Yeah, so
it's easy to have kids, y'all. It's easy to get married, and it's easy to have a relationship.
Yeah, standards and requirements is what I look for just in my community, not in who I'm dating only. Just I want to see women do better, but they gotta want to do better.
Yeah.
And with this single motherhood thing, like, it's so okay and it's like empowering.
It's empowering?
No, they think it's empowering.
Oh.
Shout out to Ebony K. Williams and these goofy women like her.
Not goofy. Around. Stop it. Oh my God.
Running around doing all this stupid mess. Oh, I'm going to be a single mother. Shut up. Because they have no understanding of how it's hurting young women. Remember, I have a problem with single motherhood.
Yes.
That Ebony K. Williams ideology. Hey, everybody, all you ladies who don't have kids, go be a single mother on purpose.
That's what she says?
Chick's an idiot.
That's her message?
Yeah. Okay, she literally says it.
I'm going to tell you, young ladies, if you care to listen to me, that I feel like it's society, right? There's societal pressures to get married, and there's societal pressures to be a mother. And it's almost like you're devalued if you aren't those things, if you haven't fulfilled those roles. And it's crazy, because I say it all the time, like, I'm not after marriage and a family. I'm after happiness, which will breed marriage and a family. Mm-hmm. And I think that when you are really clear on the alignment that you have with someone, when you're really clear on where it is that you want to go, and you have a similar vision for your life and aligned core values, then how you raise a child is different. Because I think we all know someone that knows someone or is that person where they can't stand their baby mama or their baby daddy or the drama. That's why there's called baby mama drama, baby daddy drama, right? Like that, there's stereotypes around it or cliches around it because they're true, right? It's something that's happened so many different times. So I would just say, look, don't feel pressed. Okay. If you are getting up in age, if you're 28, 27, 29, 30. Look, I'm not saying that I've done it right. I'm 35 years old. I've been engaged twice, never been married, never had kids. And there's no way I would rather never be a mother and continue to be the best auntie on the planet than to have a baby by somebody that I can't stand or somebody that's just a time filler.
Or
right?
somebody that's just a loser.
Yeah.
A lot of these women are pookie pickers.
What is a pookie picker, Aaron?
Huh?
What is a pookie picker?
Women who pick pookies to have babies.
What is a pookie?
A pookie. A pookie is a dude that lives with a woman. A pookie is a dude that doesn't really care about growth or ambition. He just
why is he a
just
pookie?
Out here.
Why is that the name?
Because he's just out here smashing. Pookie just don't want none for his life. He ain't even selling dope. He ain't doing nothing. He ain't even selling weed. Like, he ain't even doing nothing. He just live with his mama, and he's just smashing the little stupid chicks in the neighborhood. And at some point, he gets a good job at UPS, and he starts smashing all the girls at UPS and get all of them pregnant. It'd be 3 women at UPS pregnant all at the same time. That's Pookie. He don't care what he do, and women are okay with him not caring about what he do. Because all the 3 women at UPS know the other women that he was messing with before they all got pregnant. at UPS. Shout out to Pookie.
Oh my God. That's an avatar.
Yeah, that's the avatar. Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, don't be a Pookie picker, y'all. I'm actually in agreement with that.
And the dude that work at UPS, he ain't got no good job at UPS. Pookie is the one who be throwing the packages in the truck.
Damn.
So that dude got 3 chicks pregnant all at the same time at UPS.
Damn. Man, it's like a warm body syndrome. Some people are just looking for the warm body, and I am not a warm body. Mm-hmm. I'll let you know. I will be out. It's so funny. Me and my friends, we laugh.
I just want to say that.
Okay. All right. You want to know the corniest thing about me? This is why I like a man with a little bit of corn. Hey, future husband, I'm just saying. I literally enjoy being in my bed on a Friday night, playing backgammon on my phone. I love it.
So how would a corny guy, like you said, how would he be in the middle of that? Just sit next to you while you playing backgammon on your phone?
No, I wouldn't be playing backgammon if I was with my man, unless he was doing something and then I was doing something. But if it's like us being present, that's different. I'm saying I don't need to be outside, you know? I don't need
Wait, so you don't need to be outside?
No.
Really? You ain't got to be all, okay, that's interesting.
No, I don't enjoy being outside, actually.
Because a guy would look at you and say, yeah, I gotta take her to the best restaurants and the best
Look, I
places.
eat salads and smoothies. I eat the same thing every single day. If
Shout
you
out
bring
to
me,
you.
thank you. If you bring me to some 5-star restaurant, I can barely even eat.
Watch
I don't
this.
eat fish.
Guess
I
what I
don't
ate
eat meat,
today?
and I don't drink a salad.
No.
What?
Just guess.
Chicken and rice.
Salmon.
Good. I don't eat salmon either, but I'm just saying I know that is not my avatar. But I'm used to being misunderstood. It's fine. I get
but my
misunderstood
thing is I just eat the same thing
every day.
I'm real simple. So
simple.
Yeah, I need a woman that's. Do you know what grit stand for when it comes to a woman?
I'm scared. I'm scared to find out what does this mean? Is this an acronym?
Yes,
okay.
Acronym. Grits.
Gorgeous. I'm already stuck there. Romantic. Intelligent.
Girls raised in the South.
That means she cooks and she cleans. Mm-hmm. Can I just say, look, this is okay. So let's go here. Okay. Because I feel like the things that I hear people talking about on freaking Instagram and on all these social media platforms, a man's like, I need my girl to cook. I need my girl to clean. That is a service worker based job. You could outsource all of those things. Mm-hmm. There's got to be more than that.
And I don't even need a woman to cook because usually the chicks who really know how to cook be fat. So I don't want.
Oh my God! This is where I would cut the commercial in this moment. There, and you're just so raw. Oh my God!
What?
Okay,
I don't want a woman that knows how to cook. I need a woman that knows how.
That has manners.
Yeah, she has manners. Right.
When I think of what girls raised in the South, and mind you, I'm not. I need a
woman that really knows how to work an air fryer. Just that'll kill it. That's all I need. You know, throw salmon in the air fryer, put it on 6 minutes, 7 minutes. We good. Saute some vegetables.
This is a low requirement.
I don't need all that stuff.
What is the stuff?
I eat healthy.
So do I. I live on salads and smoothies.
Right. But a salad is easy to prepare, right?
Super.
Right. That's what I'm saying. There's all these fat people with all this gourmet cooking crap.
Did you see the craft services over there? It's cherries and blueberries and peaches and bananas.
I got a few blueberries crackers, in my refrigerator.
Some bananas. Mm-hmm. You know, it's good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. So all that woman that can cook and all that other stuff, them people be fat. The dude be fat. The girl be fat. Stop saying that.
That's not true. That's not true.
They be fat.
That's not true. Stop it. Oh my God. Why?
Because if you really know how to cook and you ain't cooking nothing, you're gonna forget how to cook.
What if you cook like whole foods and you cook healthily and it's slamming?
It don't take a lot to cook that stuff. See, the thing about it is with fruit and vegetables, you don't really have to cook it.
That's true. That's facts.
So you can't really be this gourmet cook when you're not cooking nothing. So the most healthy people don't be cooking. They heat stuff up. Put stuff in blenders. Life is really simple.
I be supplementing the hell out of my diet.
You see what I'm saying? It's crazy. So I don't want a woman that cooks
They're coming. I just want you to know they're coming for us on this episode.
Let me tell you something.
Y'all are coming for us. I'm ready.
Any woman that runs all 4 eyes on a stove, you're trash.
No, because my mama does that.
On Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
On Thanksgiving.
My mama will cook for the family now.
Yes.
And if you have a big family, then you have a reason for all 4 ovens
things
to be on.
But
if it's just you,
if it's a dude and his woman and she got all 4 stoves on, she's trash because she's gonna give that dude all kinds of cholesterol issues. Because why you got all 4 eyes on and the stove running? What are you cooking
on a daily basis? That's
like
true.
What kind of mess is that? Unless you're like, what do you when you put them for the week? What is that?
Meal prep?
Yeah, unless you're meal prepping, cool. Yeah. Then that's cool. But if you just cooking for that much food for your man every day, you're trash.
I don't think you're trash, but I do think
and your little kid's gonna be fat.
Shut up there. No, I don't think that you're trash, but
kid
stop it. I do not think that you're trash, but I do think that you could be more effective with your time, probably. Unless that's
get a hobby. Stop cooking.
But what if that's the hobby or passion, though?
Go get a job and do it.
Stop
feeding this stuff to your little fat
become
people
a chef
in your house.
Is what you're saying.
Yeah, go be a chef.
I love that.
Stop feeding it to the people in your house because you're hurting them and killing them and all that other stuff. Like, we don't supposed to be eating all this food.
That's facts. That's why I stopped eating meat. It's so crazy. You know, I haven't had chicken I haven't had beef in like 10 years, over 10 years. I don't know. It's probably been like 6, 7, 8 years for chicken. I just stopped eating fish a year and a half ago, just over a year and a half ago. And it was just like, I'm through. So even to your point, when you say a man would look at you and think, I got to bring, please don't. Can we go to Kill Me Crazy? In fact, I'm actually okay with a good Panera. Can we go to Sweet Green? You know what I mean? Can we go to somewhere that I can actually eat the food that's there?
Yes.
Because I can't eat when we go to a nice restaurant. We can have great conversation.
Yes.
And I don't drink.
And shout out to you.
Thank you.
And you don't drink.
So I'm just lame out here. That's why I like to be on backgammon on my phone on a Friday night.
Chicks be up here like
outside.
Chicks be whole alcoholics out here.
Yeah.
They be drinking mimosas and then they come home and drink some wine after they just had the damn mimosas. Like, you freaking alcoholics, sit down somewhere.
Oh my God.
Shit is crazy.
Oh my God.
Women be whole alcoholics.
Not alcoholics. I think my question is though.
Fat alcoholics.
Can I tell you this?
Eating all this food and drinking all this alcohol.
I'll tell you this. I cannot date a man. I cannot and I will not date a man that gets pissy drunk. Why?
Pissy drunk.
Pissy drunk.
Drunk.
Well, you know when they start doing the eyes start rolling.
I haven't gotten drunk. Oh, not even pissy drunk.
The level of never for
right.
me. And
that's
the reason
disgusting.
why. Okay, and the reason why. Thank you. Shout out to Kenny in the back keeping us on point over here. And the reason why is because if you can't protect yourself, how do you expect to protect me? I really feel that way. Like, it's such a big thing. Like, if you are impaired visually, mentally, emotionally, physically, maybe even financially, because some people get crazy when they really start drinking, buying all the things, throwing all the dollars that they don't have. If you start getting impaired in that way, how can you protect me?
Let me say this. This is when I realized drinking wasn't good for me.
Tell me when.
When I was selling crack.
Shut up, Aaron.
I'm dead serious.
You did not sell crack.
Yeah, I sold crack. What?
You can't just say that. Like I went to the grocery store. What are you saying? You sold crack?
Yeah. So when we'll be around just hanging out or whatever, right?
Wait, you were really a part of the problem.
Yeah, I was a part of the problem. I was a pookie. I was a whole pookie.
You're a reformed pookie?
Yes. So I literally would have a bomb of crack in my pocket. We out with 40 ounces and drinking. Whatever. Look.
I don't know. I really want to know. Is that like a payday?
What?
No.
I'm not talking about that.
Okay.
But I have a bomb of crack in my pocket, right? And next thing you know, we sitting on the wall. Anybody in the hood, you'll know what sitting on the wall means. We sitting on the wall just drinking and chilling or whatever, right? And one time, police back then it was Red Dogs. They pulled up and it was like young dudes that would jump out, right? And jump, so me, I know how to throw.
Your hands, like fight.
No, throw the crack.
Okay.
Yeah, I throw the crack.
Okay.
So
I'm Canadian. Okay, don't judge me.
It's okay. It's okay. So you got to know how to throw the crack. So, and know where it lands, right?
So you can go get it later.
Yeah. So, because we used to practice jumping fences, and we used to practice throwing crack.
But if it's a rock, would it break?
It's okay. A bomb is a bag of drugs.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Got it.
So if you know how to throw a football properly and know how to get it to land where you want it to.
Yeah, Peyton Manning style.
You understand how heavy your bag of crack is, and you'll know how to throw it and know where it lands.
We are being educated in the wrong way right now.
Yeah,
okay,
so,
back to you. Yep.
So one time we sitting on the wall, next thing you know, I see the van at the bottom of the street, and I'm like, oh crack. So I literally pull out the crack, throw it exactly where I need to throw it, and keep sitting there.
Yeah.
While everybody else ran.
Ah.
Why? Because everybody else was drunk. I wasn't drunk. So I was smart enough not to run. I ain't got no crack on me.
Right.
And I threw it far enough to know, and I know where it's at.
Right.
What I'm running for.
Right.
So they ran up and chased them. They left me sitting there. And they didn't do nothing. They beat the crap out of them. And caught all of them. And guess what?
You strolled
They
home.
went to jail.
And you strolled
because they didn't throw the crack, and they couldn't run fast enough because they were inebriated.
That's what I'm saying, y'all. I'm telling you,
Let me tell you something. I would drink and act like I'm drinking a lot, but I was just drinking. It's just to hang out.
It's funny.
That's when I stopped.
Yeah.
Not stop when I realized that drinking will get me messed up.
Drinking will have you doing dumb.
Because if I was inebriated, I would not have been able to throw properly, and I would have probably went to jail.
Yeah. When I was in Canada, I was a server before I moved to America. And I had 3 different jobs, actually. I was a server, a hostess, and I worked for SGI, which is Saskatchewan Government Insurance. And so I would travel all around the province, teach kids about traffic safety, and show parents how to correctly install car seats. I have done it all. So anyway, at the service, the little sports bar that I worked at, people would always, as a server, they always tried to buy me shots. And I'm like, no, I'm on the job, whatever, this, that, and the other. When I tell you, my bartender started mixing up water with whatever it was, so it looked like alcohol.
Give me a shot.
They were buying me no alcohol. Let's do it. Don't
I'll take a shot of water.
Move this little table over here. You take your little 3 shots. I'm gonna take mine. Because every time I went, because I was a favorite. You know what I mean? I'm friendly. I'm kind. I'm laughing. I'm joking. I'm having conversations, and people want to be nice. Like, let me buy you a shot. Yeah. My nose turned into, okay, let's do it. Yeah. Let's get lit.
Take a shot of water.
Oh my gosh. Period. But it was colored matched though. Huh? So I have to ask you, we got to shift gears here a little bit. We're going to shift to the portion of the show, of the podcast show, where it's giving versus it's giving. So it's a positive versus a negative. They're fun. They're fast. They're cute. Right? Okay. First of all, do you like animals? Do you like pets?
No.
Okay, good. So
I'll kick a pet.
This is a perfect question for you. Okay, so your girlfriend comes home with a brand new puppy and demands that the puppy sleeps in the bed with you guys. In your mind, it's giving, I will give you and this dog away, or it's giving, maybe I can change. This dog is really cute.
She's not coming in the house with a dog. So she's not going to have time to demand the second I open the door and she has a dog in her hand. I'm like, where the hell are you going with that damn dog?
Is that serious?
You're not coming over my house with a freaking dog and you don't announce the dog or nothing?
What if it was a surprise with a bow on its neck and she wanted to be so sweet?
I don't like dogs, so why are you going to surprise me with a freaking dog? Be naked with a bow on you, then that's different. But why are you going to bring a dog with a bow on it?
All right. Next question. Okay. You're out with your girl and you guys are about to step into a really nice restaurant. And for whatever reason, she feels upset about something that you said. You guys both get out of the car and she checks you in public in front of the valet guy, in front of the people at the door that are going to open the doors for you so publicly, she checks you in public. In your mind, it's giving death stare, but I'm going to get you when we get home. Like, we going to talk about this. Or it's giving, I'm not even hungry. In fact, I don't really like you like that. Dinner's over.
You already know what I'm about to say.
Go ahead. Let us know.
Dinner's over and catch your Uber home. I'm going to look. You know what? The death stare is the valet guy. Because you already know what to do, bro.
What? What does that mean?
Get out the car. We're not going nowhere. So the death stare is going to be at the valet guy. Like, if you don't give me my keys back.
I feel you though. I'm not checking my man in public ever. It could be World War III at the house.
Yeah.
But in public, we show up strong home front. That's so important to me. I can't, my skin actually crawls. It's not good or bad. It just ain't for me. But when I see couples fighting in public or disrespecting one another in public, I'm like, oh, y'all don't like each other for real.
Yeah.
This
a lot
is
of
the
people
show.
don't like each other.
Yeah,
they just living together because they
y'all
have
just
money.
trying to save money on the bills at this point.
Save money on bills, yeah.
Or you might have slipped up and had a baby.
Or you slip, and she's pregnant by somebody else and you think it's yours.
That's it. Okay, here we go. Final segment of the show, because Aaron will take it there,
Dudes
okay?
be putting up with chicks and the baby ain't even his.
Oh, my God. Fix it, Jesus.
I'm just saying.
Fix it, Jesus. Final segment. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
What, you know that I am an avid reader. And really and truly, I do actually feel like you gave a lot of nuggets inside of your rawness of this episode. We are about, really and truly being all of who you are, right? We are about transformation and we are about healing. And one of the things that I know is one of the most famous rappers on the planet said, if you want to hide something, put it in a book. I am an avid reader and I believe in growth and I believe in all of these different things. I know you and I have read a lot of the same books actually, but what book has changed your life and why? I need to start a book club. Before you even start, Audible, Amazon. Look, I need something over here because
1000%,
I need y'all to know that I'm going to talk about your Audible. I love listening to a book every morning while I'm getting ready for the day. I turn on by the click of a button. I just push on my Audible. I click the book that I'm listening to and then boom, I hop in the shower. I get out and I'm more educated. I've learned and I've grown and I'm more evolved.
I love Audible.
I love Audible. Check it out. $14.95 a month and you get 3 free credits.
Because I don't read shit.
That was a commercial that they didn't pay me for, but I'm going to try. Look, I'm going to shoot my shot Audible.
The only thing I read is Instagram posts. So, shout out to Audible.
Yeah.
So, two different books.
Yes.
One, The Way of the Superior Man.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew it. I love that book, by the way.
Right. That was a beautiful book. I just love how he articulated himself.
I do too.
And for the women that I help is adult children of emotionally immature parents. That is a life-changing book that most of y'all toxic women have never read. Ooh. And you would probably deliberately not read it if you had it in front of you because you know that all of your issues are in that book. Ooh. Adult children of emotionally immature parents. You know your mama was immature. You ain't reading that book because you scared.
The truth shall set you free. Guys, thank you so much for joining us in another episode of It's Giving. Aaron, Mr. Let Go. I am Mr. Let Go. We're going to put all of his links on the bottom. If you want to join in on the controversy, you want to see where he's touring at next, you want to see what Aaron is up to, make sure to click the links below. Thank you so much for coming on the show. We're going to hug when we stand up, but
of course.
Thank you so much for blessing It's Giving. This is a completely new endeavor for me, and I'm just grateful to have incredible people like you in my corner that'll show up.
This is gonna blow up because I'm telling you are dope. So I already know this podcast is gonna blow up.
We about to do what we do. All right, guys. Until next episode, sending so much love and light. If no one has told you today, you are freaking phenomenal. Bomb.com. Nothing can stop you but you. But you got to do something about it. Let's get it, y'all. Mwah.